Hello all and welcome back to Operation Vimy Ridge. It is the summer of 1916 for the French. We lost 5 to raiding, leaving us 22. So 4 for our cash and carry artillery, 4 for our Zouave, 2 for our colonial infantry, 12 for 4 infantry. We get a free colonial in Africa. We got 2 free diplomacy rolls because of Cameroon and the sea battle in M3. And so we're going to go for Denmark is red and Netherlands is black. First, though, is tech. So fighter evolution is gray at an 8 or higher, yep. And counter battery is blue at a 6 or higher. Let's see what we can do. A 7 and a 2. So we get counter battery, but we missed the other one. Why not? Okay, diplomacy. Denmark is red. Netherlands is black. A 7 and an 11. So they both miss. So then the battles. We have a couple. We're going to attrition attack Bavaria with 4 artillery and a railgun. We're going to attrition attack Northern Italy with artillery. We are going to send a seaplane from Northern Algeria into M2 and hopefully kill that sub. And then the fleet from M3 is going to M6. So I have 4 coastal subs. Let's set you'll set it up here a while. So we got 4 coastal subs and a 3 with the commander. I was debating, do I want the extra die roll or do I want the extra die? So I'm going for the higher die roll for at least 1 round. So we got the commander. And then we'll have 2 cruisers at 7. And 1 pre-dread at 8. He has a damaged dread at 7, along with 2 pre-dreads at 7. Oops, there they are. He has a cruiser at 6, 3 TBDs at 4, and 2 subs at 3. Okay. And I have his order of casualties right there, so we can follow along with it. So, let's start with attrition attacks. We have Bavaria. We have 4 at 1 and 1 at 3. And no hits. And then Northern Italy, we have 1 at 1. And no hit. And M2, a seaplane, is an 11. He misses. Okay. So far, great. So the dice gotta get better for me, right? So, we will have 4 at 3 first strikes, and he will have 2 at 3 for his subs on first strike. So, these need to hit to help this battle out, or I'm in serious trouble. So here we go. 4 at 3. First strikes. 1 hit, and it's a target select, which I guess that's the only saving grace is the target select. He has 2 at 3. A 12 and a 10. So he misses both. So we're going to target select the dreadnought. That's damaged, so it's dead. So that's going to leave me 2 at 7 for the cruisers in black. And 1 in purple is 8. So these have to hit. There's a 7, that's a hit. There's a 4, that's a hit. And of course, the pre-dread. The pre-dreads and dreads could not hit this game. So, 2 more hits for me, 1 miss. He has 3 at 4. They're blue. 1 at 6, that's green. And 2 at black, they're 7. Okay. We really need him to miss here. Okay, that's a miss. So we got 2 hits also, looks like, because one destroyer hit and 1 pre-dread hit, and everything else was a miss. So I guess that's my only saving grace. So I get 2 more hits, so he loses his 2 subs first. Okay, and I will lose 2 coastal subs on mine. Okay, so I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Okay, so I will have 2 at 3, 2 at 7, and 1 at 8 for round 2. Okay, well, the subs hit, and one is target select. So 2 subs hit. The cruisers both missed with an 8 and a 10, but the pre-dread hit on a 6. So I get 3 hits, one of them being target select. So he has 3 at 4, 1 at 6, and 2 at 7 left. Okay. And he gets a hit with the pre-dread and 2 hits with the TV or the TBDs. Yep, so he gets 3 hits. The rest of them are misses. Okay, so we each get 3 hits. So one of mine is target select, so we're going to take out the Austro-Hungarian pre-dread, and then we're going to lose the 2 German the 2 German TBDs, leaving 3 ships left, and I lose 3. So I will lose the 2 coastal subs, and I'm going to lose the TBD, which will bring myself down to 6 and 7. So I'll have a pre-dread at 7 and 2 cruisers at 6 left. Okay? So round 3. We need 3 hits here. And we get 2 hits. Okay, so one's going to survive. So we get 2 hits. Oops, I missed that one, but it didn't matter. So 2 hits, and even if I kept the commander, the other one would have missed anyway. So he's got 1 at 2, or sorry, 1 at 4, 1 at 6, and 1 at 7 left. So an 11 and 8, they both miss. Oh, why couldn't you guys do this in the first rounds? And a 1. So he's going to get 1 hit. Okay. So he loses 2. So he's going to lose the Alderman Destroyer and the Alderman Cruiser. Okay, so he will be left, because I have to stop after 3 rounds, he will be left with a German pre-dread. Okay. I lose 1, so I will lose a cruiser. So, not bad. The coastal subs did their job, but the dang pre-dreads couldn't hit. So I will be left with a pre-dread, a cruiser, and a commander. Okay. So, let me clean this up real quickly here. We'll clean it up later. So the Navy has to go back to M3. Okay. He missed. Okay, so I will get a free diplomacy roll because I killed 3 of his big ships. He only got 1 of mine. So, but I did not quite take out the Navy, but I think we're in decent shape. I think we're in decent shape where we're at. Not great, but decent. So non-combat movement, because we already did all the attrition attacks. They're done. The sub is, or the transport that I saved is up there. Attrition attacks are done. Okay, so non-combat movement. We are going to move the infantry and 3 colonials to Akabakachari and 1 to Chad. Nope. Forget that. I gotta leave Cameroon. Garrison, so we're gonna leave that like that. That's gonna stay put. Okay, up in Morocco, I'm going to leave the seaplane in M2 on map. He's just going to hang out there. We are going to rail colonial infantry from Morocco to Tunisia. And we're going to walk a colonial from northern Algeria into Tunisia. So that will give a total of 6 colonial infantry there right now. Actually, I'm going to change that because I failed his transport is stuck in there. So yeah, so we're going to land the seaplane in Tunisia. Okay. And then we are also, that's in port, so it can't get down here. We're also going to move the infantry and the Zouave to northern Algeria. Yeah, because the German transport's in port, so he can only go 1, 2, so he can only get to Tunisia. Okay, so yep. So we'll leave the Zouave back. I know I'm going to miss something and it's going to come back to bite me, so we're going to leave the Zouave there for now. Other non-combats, the Free Dread that is an A-28 is going to go to A-21 and join the British fleet. The infantry and artillery in Normandy are going to rail to southern France. And I believe that's it. There wasn't a lot going on this turn, just that big battle that didn't quite turn out the way I wanted. I mean, it's not bad, but not great either. Oh, that's the other non-combat move. The French ships are going to go to M11 and hang out with the Russian sub there. Help maybe protect him a little bit. We'll see. So now it's time to place some units. So the Free Colonial in Africa is going to go to French Equatorial Africa. The Zouave is going to northern Algeria. The Colonial is going to Tunisia, bringing that up to 7. And then we have 4 infantry to place. We are going to place one of those infantry in Paris, and the other 3 are going to southern France. We'll see if I regret that decision later, but for now, I think we're okay doing that. And then the cash and carry artillery over at the U.S. for them to deliver to us then. I couldn't get rid of that sub, so it's got to go to Normandy again, but it is what it is. Okay. Everything is garrisoned this time, so I can collect the money for French Equatorial Africa this turn. We have decided in the group chat that the free units don't have to follow manpower icons because the Germans placed one here last turn. It's the only territory in Africa they had, so that's why I placed that guy there this turn. But yeah, so let's collect some income, and we'll pass it on to the Ottomans for their turn. So we are at 24 on the IPP chart. And we got wartime economy. Oh, wait, sorry, 24. Plus Denmark is still at stage 2. So that is 25. And wartime income. $11. Can't get much better than that, but I'll take it. Only get one better. So 11 and 25 is 36. So that is nice because the French haven't had that kind of money. Yeah, 24, 25, 35, 36. Whew. It's either been balls out on the wartime economy or nothing. So 10, 20, 30, 35, 36. Okay. So the French have 36 IPP to spend next turn. Well, let's do a quick disposition. So, nothing changed in Lorraine, but just for your edification, there are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 29 French infantry, and 8 British infantry. I think that's the most important things you want to know about if you're thinking about attacking. So they're just shy of 40 infantry sitting there. The pre-dread is an A-21 in port with the rest of the British fleet. Paris has an infantry, a truck, and a tank. Southern France has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 infantry, a naval infantry, a fighter, a commander, ineffective, an artillery, and a transport in port. Let me see some here. Transport in port. I'm going to change one thing, guys. I'm sorry. We're going to walk 3 of these dudes. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's 2 artillery. I should have done 2 attrition attacks. My bad. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry. We're going to walk 2 infantry from southern France up to Normandy, or up to Lorraine. So that would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 31. I need to get another purple chip. Sorry. Running out of purple chips here, guys. Okay, so 31 infantry plus, yeah, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31 French infantry and 8 British. Okay. So southern France then has 6 infantry, 2 artillery, a fighter, a naval infantry, ineffective commander, and a transport in port, and still has 1 damage to that factory, because once again, he can't do any worse to me. Cash and carry artillery. I believe we went 0 for 2 on... No, we did good. We got counter battery to stage 3, so we're doing good there. Morocco has a colonial infantry. Northern Algeria has 2 Zouaves. Tunisia has 7 colonial infantry, 1 infantry, and a seaplane. M3 has a pre-dread, a cruiser, and technically my effective commander, because I was using him this turn, but he's not effective anymore because he has nobody with him. In M6, there is a German pre-dread left. That is it. And in French Equatorial Africa, Cameroon, there's a colonial. Chad, there's a colonial. And Akabaki Chari has 3 colonials and an infantry. And the transport's still over there in I-4. So I think that's it, guys. And the French Navy did move to M11 to help support the Russian. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, please ask, and we will pass it off to the Aldermans for their turn. Catch you later, guys. See ya.